16, it's also time for a very special edition of In the Know. He's a cinema connoisseur that's made his brand known online as Wrinkled Productions. And now a project that's taken 4 years to bring to life is finally seeing its debut. Bill Borowski, one of our very own directors here at 25 News, is here to share insights, stories, and the meaning, plus so much more behind his newest short film, Acquainted with the Night. Bill.
John.
Psyched to have you here, man.
Thank you.
This is awesome. All right, so the first thing I want to ask you about is the process. Talk to us about the movie and how this got made in the first place.
Yeah, it started off as a pretty small-scale project. I just wanted to do a movie about two people in a room and a gun, just a typical kind of checked-off gun situation, and working on building tension. And it kind of evolved from there to something much, much bigger. I was writing another short film at the time, both kind of two people in a room because we didn't have much of a budget, and it just kind of grew exponentially from there.
Absolutely. What was kind of the inspiration to bring this to life in the first place?
Well, it was the start of 2020, so there was a lot going on personally and worldwide, and I've struggled with my own issues of mental health, and it was kind of therapeutic in a way because it was dealing with the feelings I was dealing with during COVID and just other stuff as well. And I was also just catching up on a lot of movies I missed since there was plenty of downtime. And I revisited a lot of crime noir films I loved in the past, and I had never done anything like that. So I figured, why not kind of give my own shot and spin on taking those genre tropes and kind of doing my own thing with them.
Absolutely. I think if you look at your screen there, I mean, definitely the noir influence is very present with the color grading, the styling, the lighting. I mean, it's absolutely just bleeding through in what you're seeing there.
That is all due to our cinematographer, Lana Mattis, who is incredible.
That's awesome.
Super talented.
Oh, it looks fantastic. And obviously, this is not your first project by any means.
No.
Anyone that goes to your YouTube channel has seen your profile and all the work that you've done so far, but this is a little different than the stuff you've done in the past.
Yeah, it's very different. It's a lot more personal. Again, where I'm using these genre conventions, but it's a very personal story, and a lot of the issues and themes that we're dealing with or addressing is stuff I've dealt with my whole life. So it's kind of a blend of, a lot of people are seeing this genre-specific story, but in my mind, it's very much like, I see a lot of myself in it, and I feel like any filmmaker can say that with any film they've done. And this specifically has felt, it's kind of like having my heart open to the world right now. It's definitely the most love, care, and myself I put into a project.
And you're talking a lot about putting yourself into this too. I mean, we all know you as one of the biggest movie buffs in our lives. What was the biggest inspiration when it came to taking the styles of other filmmakers that you admire?
My biggest inspiration cinematically, for this at least, John Pierre Melville's La Samurai. Basically, any like loner cinema is inspired from that movie. That's basically the blueprint. Obviously, Scorsese's Taxi Driver is a big one. That's one of my all-time favorites. Bernardo Bertolucci's The Conformist is an Italian film that's all about kind of oppression and a man dealing with basically being stuck in the system that he believed so heartedly in, and then started losing that. So that's kind of something I pulled from there. And Lynn Ramsey's You Were Never Really Here, just through the depiction of violence, because I didn't want to glorify the violence. I wanted to mainly be about the characters' reaction to the violence and how their internal struggle deals with the violence. And that's something that she does really well with Joaquin Phoenix's character, another big inspiration. And then just David Lynch is a big inspiration for me in general, and his kind of dreamlike, surreal filmmaking aspects I kind of am inspired by as well. A lot of like pure cinematic language telling the story instead of dialogue-heavy stuff and other things.
And noting on that too, we are going to put some details up on your screen. This is a film made for more mature audiences. There are some pretty adult themes, but I'll tell you what, I was one of the first people to see this after it got published, and you can tell how much passion has gone into this project. You can check it out on Wrinkled Productions' official YouTube page. And this is something you might be seeing making the rounds at the awards circuit too. So, Bill, thank you so much, man. This is awesome.
Of course. Thank you, John.
Absolutely. All righty. We'll let you get back to work in a little bit.
Yeah, I'll head back to the booth.
Sounds good. All righty. And we'll be back with some birthday shout-outs in just a little while. Stick around.